Jonathan, so much to talk about when it comes to the U.S. support of these warplanes to Nigeria. Hank Cohen is a former U.S. Assistant Secretary of State for African Affairs. Sir, welcome to the program.
Thank you.
You have said you actually support this. Explain to us why, because clearly there are some human rights concerns.
Yes, I've known the Nigerian army for the last 25 years. They're very professional, they're very serious, and they do good work. They intervened in Liberia to settle the civil war there in 1990. They intervened in Guinea-Bissau to stop the drug trade there. They're really good people. Boko Haram is their biggest challenge because these Islamic terrorists, they mix with the population. They're in the refugee camps. They're in the villages. And when you see teenage girls as suicide bombers, that's very, very difficult to cope.
What would you say, sir, to critics who say they've also made some pretty catastrophic mistakes? Civilians have paid the price.
That's right. But look at U.S. bombing of the Islamic State in Syria and Iraq. They've made mistakes, too. They've bombed refugee camps. They've bombed hospitals. So I'm not blaming anyone, but I think the Nigerians are really serious and they really want to get rid of this Boko Haram. And when they do that, they're helping us.
And how important is Nigeria's relationship with the United States? It's certainly Africa's biggest economy, and it's also its second largest oil producer.
That's right. And look who's producing oil in Nigeria: ExxonMobil, Chevron. These are our big oil companies. So our economy is heavily dependent, interchangeable with the Nigerian economy. So we want to keep them as friends.
And how much would this be a victory for President Muhammadu Buhari, which, by the way, there are serious concerns about his health. He's in Britain getting treatment. Are you concerned at all about the fact that he's not in the country, about the stability in Nigeria with its president for months now? He's been gone.
That's right. And, you know, 2 presidents ago had a similar experience. They were very sick. He had kidney problems. Yaradua. He went to Saudi Arabia for treatment, and he actually died there. And so everyone's worried, is this going to happen again? But fortunately, the vice president now, who's acting president, is very good. He's very effective.
So you're not worried about that?
I'm not worried, no.
Let's talk about the overall U.S. counterterrorism efforts in Africa, not just Nigeria. Beyond that, Boko Haram is also a problem, sir, in Chad, as we heard, in Cameroon and in Niger.
That's right. It's around the
regional problem,
the
clearly.
regional problem, the Lake Chad Basin. And we are helping all of those countries. We have a drone base in Niger, which is helping to find out where the terrorists are. And we have advisors in all these other countries. So we're taking this very seriously. And in the eastern part of Africa, in Djibouti, we have several thousand troops stationed there going after the terrorists in Somalia, the Al-Shabaab terrorists.
Could this deal, sir, have a domino effect? Can we have Chad, Cameroon, and Niger coming to the United States and saying, you know what, we need those planes as well to fight Boko Haram?
I don't think they'll do that because they don't have the capability of operating these aircraft. They have good armies on the ground, but only Nigeria in that region really has a decent air force.
And do you foresee any kind of hurdles ahead in Congress for approving this legislation?
Absolutely not. I think President Trump has made the right decision.
All right, we'll have to leave it there. Hank Cohen, thank you so much.
You're welcome.